Yo, what's going on? What's going on, man? We back in this motherfucker again by, you know what I'm saying? I am Lido.
What's up? I'm DON, your boy London with Cloud Talk Chronicles. Did an episode yesterday, had Jimmy and Man in here. You know, had a little guest. It was man's birthday, so we chopped it up with him, man. He had a good birthday, big 3-9.
Great birthday, bro. Great
and
birthday.
man, almost pushing his 40s, boy. Niggas getting up there, boy. I told him, boy, we creeping up the ladder, man. Told everybody got to make some shit shake, man. Got to have multiple sources of income these days. It's not just a one source income type thing. It's 2 or 3 incomes. I'm not gonna lie to you, was the best way, you know what I mean, to have it. So, you know, if people don't know, I started my little journey on my, I've been trying to get my license for life insurance and help people out with their retirements and dealing with annuities and things like that. And I finally got it. So I did that. And, you know, you learn a lot, man. And people always think that life insurance is about, you know, dying. You have to die. They think death. And it really has a lot of living benefits and things you can leverage outside of just dying. We all know we're going to die. So even if you just got it because you knew you was going to die, it's still a reason to get it because you know you're going to die.
Like it's not.
It's given. You're going to die.
It's not a if, ands, maybes, or but about it.
And honestly, I think it's
one of the things people really need to understand. Like, death is the only thing in this life that is promised.
And I think it's kind of selfish of people, man, to not leave their kids anything or not protect what they got going on. I think it's kind of selfish. It's like, especially if this shit is affordable. That's my thing. If it's affordable, then what is there to think about? 'Cause I promise you, when they came to me with this business, man, y'all, I ain't had to think. I only had one real question. The question I had was, is there a monthly fee outside of the life insurance, not me selling it, but the life insurance itself, is there a monthly fee? Once they told me no, you pay this boom, and that's it, I was like, oh man,
it's easy.
No brainer. It's no brainer because I spent money on stuff that had benefited me none. Plenty of time I spent money on stuff. It benefited me nothing. So it's like, okay, there's a chance it could benefit me, and I think people see opportunity and they make excuses. But I'm telling you something, I don't give a hell what nobody says, man. Going to a job every day hoping they're gonna bank on your retirement with them, your life insurance with them. You're banking on this job, doing this for you. You're making a mistake. Don't get me wrong, I was in the same spot too.
All right, this is the whole thing. What I constantly try to tell people is that it's necessarily like they've mentally been trained to think like this.
Yeah.
We've been trained to like believe that the only way to get wealth is off the pulling up your bootstraps and get out there and work off the sweat of your brow and grinding in this mud. When you got people the people that are telling us this, that are letting us know this shit, they're not doing that. They like, I'm going to sit back, watch your ass work. Then also, what people don't even understand is, oh yeah, let's say your job like, oh, I'm going to give you life insurance. Yeah, your life insurance, oh, my job giving me $10,000 if I die. For one, you have to die while you're working for this company. And a lot of companies I looked up on, I know at least AutoZone, you had to die while you were working.
On the clock.
It ain't like you dying at home and they're like, oh, we're going to save you some money. No. You got to die at work. That's one bad part. Then on top of that, the life insurance that they're giving you, let's just say, I don't know the exact amount, but I'm going to give you like a random crazy scenario. Let's say your life insurance policy that you have through your job is for $10,000. That life insurance policy realistically might be worth about $50,000. They're just going to give you 10 and they're going to keep the 40 until they can hire another you.
Yeah, so it's really all a scam. And once you figure out you're being scammed, either you're going to sit there and keep getting scammed or make something change.
It's called being ignorant. At first, I get it. You're ignorant to the fact. The root word of ignorant is what? Ignored. Once you become aware of what's going on, you are no longer ignorant. You are choosing to ignore the facts that are in front of you.
And they're sitting right in front of you, and it's crazy how people, you know, they sit in front of you and they just be like, well, you know, I don't make it. And a million excuses. It's really crazy. And then I don't want to wish nothing bad on nobody. I really don't. But then something happens and they're like, oh, well. And then you GoFundMe, family help, this and that. So our biggest thing, man, we're going to do is I say we're just going to educate people, man. And I like to educate people. And I didn't go to school to be a teacher, but I kind of feel like it's something that could be life beneficial, change your life. I'm going to tell you, man. I'm not going to sit there and a lot of people hold information, don't tell people. I'm going to tell you, man.
I want you to know.
Yes, because there's no reason why after this generation, your kids at least have a head start. Your kids shouldn't start from zero.
And
there's no reason.
That's what's crazy. That people will know stuff like this will exist, and then they'll hesitate man, I don't know if I can spend $162 on the IUL, or I don't know if I want to be sending no money towards no insurance and this and that. Man, I know for a fact the average human being probably spends about what average American. I'm gonna do American. They probably spend about $200 to $300 a month eating out.
Yeah, just food.
Eating out. I've been in restaurants where me and my wife, just us two, where our meal just for us two, $170, $180 for one dinner.
And that's and think about if you was putting that money up. People not understanding, man. I'm telling you, we get to a certain age. I'm telling you, you get to a certain age, bro. If you ain't got nothing, you're going to have to work. I'll do something or beg.
I be feeling so sorry.
Or beg.
I go to Walmart and say, all right, y'all, I have like an addiction to Walmart. I not necessarily for the shopping, not necessarily for the experience. I feel like it gives me a place to walk around and clear my thoughts, all while I see shit that I may need in the house. But I be feeling so sad when I walk into Walmarts and they always got some old person at the front. Let me see your receipt. And in my mind, it's like, fuck.
But some folk want to do that, though. I
feel home. Time out. I feel you. Most folk want to do that. But there's a lot of people there who literally, they realize that, I've been paying in my 401k, Social Security, retirement my whole life. And all of a sudden they realize your retirement is $3,000 a month. And you realize the average one-bedroom apartment in Atlanta is $2,300.
Then you got to figure some shit out. Got to figure shit out.
You got no money for bills. You got no money for food.
And that's why I stress everybody, too, on top of getting life insurance, at least try to buy some type of property. Buy something, because at the end of the day,
you necessarily got to do property. I feel like
I say property because
some type of investment.
I mean, investment, but I say property because no matter what, your biggest bill is where you're going to live. That's everyone's biggest bill, where you're living. Yeah. If you don't have that bill, imagine that bill wasn't there. No mortgage, you paid it off. Mortgage on. Let's say right now you start paying on the house right now. Let's say by the time you get to 55, you take your retirement, you pay your house off. You can live off the bare minimum without a mortgage. Because utilities really ain't that high.
Yeah, I'm saying because you got your
utilities ain't that high.
Y'all say you power bill, electric
water bill,
gas bill, water bill,
even Xfinity ain't not that high.
You should be like around about a little over $1,000.
Your rent or your mortgage will be your biggest bill. But if you start paying down on that shit right now, I pay on that bitch now. Pay down that bitch right now. So by the time 20 years, you're 56. I mean, my house damn near paid for. It's 20 years down the road. The house damn near paid for. It's damn near paid. You got 2-3 houses paying for each other. Damn near paid for.
One thing I learned though, when people with these IULs and these term policies, what make it so bad is, let's say right now I buy a house, right? And we live in this house. My kids are young. They grew up in this house. They've been in this house, and I die in less than 30 years and not able to pay off the house. Unless your kids have their lives together, unless your kids have enough money or enough funds to go get a loan from a bank to take over the mortgage I have, because people be living in my mom been paying this house, I'll just keep paying it. No, the second they realize your mom dead and she's no longer paying for this house no more, they don't care that you are paying for it now. All they want to know, okay, cool. So can you come to us and get a loan for the rest of this money? If you can't come to them and get a loan for the rest of this money, they're going to turn that house over to the state. Now the state just took that house that your mom been paying for the last 20 years for.
Yeah, unless you got something in place. And simplest term. Yours is what, $250 a month? I mean, $250,000.
Yeah,
$50 a month, man, for 30 years. Come on.
30 years. So
that means
if I die within 30 years, I at least know the house is paid for.
Or at least halfway paid for. Let's say if we bought a house right now for $300,000, $350,000. You die within 30 years. We're gonna pay the whole thing off, but at least you know your kid. They pay at least half of
it. What's left.
Yes, and then your kids have to live in that house. You can pass out. Okay, kids, I died. At least I left y'all a house damn near paid for.
I feel like it should be more than paid for.
Depending on where you started.
More than paid for.
I mean,
because unless you die really soon into you just bought this house, the house, what you should have left on the house shouldn't be close to what you were paying for it.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, if you like 20 years in, unless you
refinance. I mean, if you're paying the bare minimum mortgage, it will be. So it's good to pay obviously extra payment a year, and that's what you could do. I would leverage that life insurance, borrow $1,000, put it towards your principal of your house. That's what I would do. Like I say, I already told them I'm overfund all 3 of my kids' policies and mine. Even if I got to take all the money I got, just funneling into that over the next 10 years, funnel all into this. So I know that money is protected. Life insurance policy, my kids got a savings. I got a savings. That's my thing. I told you I don't want to be at a certain age feeling like, oh man, I have to work. Yeah. And then of course, and We're gonna break it down more, but there are differences between different kind of policies. Term is usually more affordable. It usually just what it says. It lasts for a certain term, and after that, it's over. You have 10-year, 20-year, 30-year term. It's usually affordable. You'll get a term policy for as low as $20 a month.
Most of the time, you hear somebody they say, "Yeah, I got $500,000, man. My shit's only $14 a month." Term.
Yeah, definitely term. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Definitely term.
Term. Definitely term. It's no way.
There's no way you're paying for that much coverage for a whole life policy.
Yeah.
You're not having it.
But
the whole thing is like, okay, so for those of you who keep hearing us toss around this word, this acronym IUL stands for Index Universal Life Insurance Policy. So essentially what it is, the index part of that life insurance policy is tied to the stock market. You take all the gains, none of the losses. Now the whole thing with that is you don't get 100% of the gains because you're not taking any losses. So what they're saying is like, okay, cool. So we'll funnel your money into this account, and you'll take if let's say we gain out of $100, it gains $100. You'll only get $60 out of that gain. But if it goes down, let's say it drops from $150 a share that is on down to $20 a share, you're stuck at the $150. They not gonna you don't drop. But so because of that extra $40 that they don't give you off that 100%, and you get 60% of that extra 40 goes to what's called, it's basically like an insurance policy. Like basically like this little 40% that you're not taking is to cover all the losses that you may take over time. And I've talked to so many people, they don't understand. Oh yeah, no man, no, they don't barely drop. S&P 500 don't barely, listen man, you will take losses.
Yeah.
You will take losses.
I mean, that's part of the market.
And what was that whole thing that, all right, so one of the guys taught us, he was like, okay, so let's say I got money invested in the S&P 500, right? And let's say I go up $1,000 every month, constant rise. And let's say I lose $1,000. How much do I have to get? How much do I have to gain that next month or that next time period to get back to where I was? People don't understand that. Just to get back, you have to double what you did. So now that next month or that next time you go up, you have to gain double what
2,000.
you lost.
You gotta gain that 1,000.
You gotta gain that 1,000 plus another 1,000.
Just get back to where you at.
Just to get back to where you was at.
Yeah.
People don't understand. It's ways against it. And then we also do annuities. We do debt consolidation. People don't understand, like, a lot of people are in debt because they're paying out so many different people at so many different times. That's what puts people in debt, I feel like. I feel like if your car note, your mortgage, your lights, power, all these bills you owe, if it was all in one bill every month, like let's say it was $500 a month, you paying it. Like I had a cousin that paid his truck like that. He did. He was like, he basically bought his truck, paid his truck note up 6 months, and paid his insurance up 6 months, and was funneling his gas off of one credit card. So every month, he only kicking out $500-$600 towards this credit card bill every month because he's paying the bare minimum because the how much was on the credit card. He was utilizing a lot of it. But that's essentially what debt consolidation is. It's making all your debts go into one bill so you don't have to stretch out, man, on this day I gotta pay this one, on this one I gotta pay this one, this one I gotta pay this one. These are all things that us as black people, as the minorities like brown people, they don't teach us this. There shouldn't be no reason why I can ask my 14-year-old daughter who's in 8th grade right now, top of the line A student in her school, not her grade, her school. If I ask her, cool, Trinity, tell me some stuff about debt. And she's confused as shit, but I'm like, tell me about England. She could tell me when England did this and England was here and they
don't want you. What they don't want you to know. 'Cause once you know, then it levels. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Even folk know. Some folks still won't make a diss. People will know and still won't do nothing. So even if they told you and said and yelled it out on TV, people would be like, "It's a scam." People still are gonna not believe it. So I think. It doesn't. I don't say it don't matter, but some people I think are just like be stuck in their ways or set where they're at.
Imagine when we be trying to tell people about joining this and trying to tell people how to do this and how to create real income for your family, because there's other ways. Like you could become a part of our agency and we could teach you how to make real endless income that is based on how hard you work and go out and get it. I promise you, at your job, I promise you, if today you give 120,000%. You getting paid $20 an hour. Your job is not going to say, "Hey, London, you gave us 120,000% today. We feel like we're going to up your pay today. Yeah, we're going to give you about $40 an hour today because you did double." Nope. Them folk going to look at your ass and say, Thank you for doing the extra shit.
That's why I tell people at the job, I
Thank you.
work, but I don't work but so hard. I'm not gonna leave here broken down and beat up. A lot of people work and they, like I said, they work at a job and some people take pride in working hard and doing a lot. I mean, I get it. I'm not knocking them. They take pride in doing extra. I don't. I'm doing extra. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing extra for nobody else. Because extra, I see what extra gets you. You know what it gets you? Nothing. So am I gonna do extra for nothing? No, just to feel like, and then folk kill me with this shit. Working hard, make time go by fast. Lies. Time always move the same speed.
Cap, I call cap.
Lies. I mean, time move at the same speed no matter what. In your mind, you might think it's moving faster. Same thing.
Same time.
Same. Ain't no. It's not. It make time go by faster.
The only thing does is what people don't understand is our minds are not made to be sitting idle. So the fact that you're doing something, and if you feel like it's moving slower, because you're not really doing nothing, your mind is contemplating and thinking about all the stuff you could be doing. So yes, it does feel like time is moving by slower because your mind is doing other things. When you're working hard and moving fast and doing all this shit, yeah, your mind's not dwelling on the fact that it doesn't want to be here. It's so focused on the task that you don't have time to worry about the time. So before you know it, damn, I looked up and it was time for me to go home. Yeah, because your ass been goddamn drug your body into shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you wonder why when you get home, as soon as you get home, you got no time for your kids. You only got time to talk to your kids. Then don't let you be one of them parents that's really involved with your kids or a single mother. You got to come home and do homework with your kids. Don't let y'all, like, you got a husband. Now you got to come home and be mommy, wife, and goddamn have some you time, bro. People don't understand. It makes no sense. I've told people straight up, I can show you how to make $600 in 45 minutes. And people, man, I don't know.
I mean, of course, people gonna think folks always gonna think it's a scam, man. People always think stuff is a scam. But I told you, even if you could make $300 in 45 minutes, still it takes people a whole day to make that. It takes average of 8 hours, almost 9 to make that $300.
Hold on. Do your math on $30 an hour real quick.
Well, 30 times, if you made $30 an hour and you work 8 hours a day, that's really, I was doing it wrong, really $240. Really, because 8 times 3 is what, $240. So you make $240 a day, you take out taxes, you're really only making $180 a day. That's all you're making. $180 a day for 8 hours. $180. If I told you could have a conversation and educate somebody and make
for 45 minutes
and make $400.
$600. And really, we giving you the $600 is really the average of what a person in this industry makes for a 45-minute conversation. That's just the average.
And next we're gonna show, because like I said, we just started. Once the money start hitting that account, we're gonna just show. Like
So what we're gonna do is I'm letting you guys know now, just to give you a pre-heads up. We have one of our brokers coming over. He's gonna have a conversation with us, and I might see if he can actually do like on-air breakdown of like, just like I would say, do a test call. He'd do a test call with one of us. I'm saying, matter of fact, because there might be a way like he could do it like he's doing it on me, and you guys will get to see how simple these conversations are and how easy it is. Even if you like, I don't want to sell this shit, cool. I'll show you how simple it is to get a life insurance policy for your child. Because what's so crazy is the same people who act skeptical about this. I ain't knocking you, but you're the quickest ones to put up GoFundMe, somebody help me. Right now, bro, we are trying to let everybody know there is a different way. There is a way out of this. There is.
So I have to shout out 62% humidity, whoever you are. Let's read your comment, because you're stupid. Let's read it. You said, Dumb and Dumber wasting their lives talking about questions we would never know the answers to. Oh, okay. Not only talking about questions we never know the answers to, but arguing about them. Is there really time in life to disagree about such trivial matters? Or when you rather spend your time enjoying life and giving to you? Well, we enjoy life. We enjoy talking about things that I guess we never know the answer to. We enjoy that. So it seemed like you don't enjoy your life because you seem to come and want to say something. People killing this man. I hope y'all see this clip. You see this got something negative to say, you're a hater.
No.
You're a hater.
No, I'm going to tell you.
You're a hater.
Look me in the face. Listen,
what?
If you are hating on us, if you're coming to our comments just to talk shit, please do it every day. Every day. You know why? Make sure you just double tap like. I don't care at that point. Because you know why? You're not doing anything but helping us out. Because at the end of the day, somehow, some way, you talking about, we sitting around talking about dumb and shit and all this. You watched that whole video. You kind of for one of them views, so you just paid us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
At the end of the day, instead of you adding some actual thing to this conversation that like literally would help, maybe you should comment on what's going on. Because again, a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't understand this. Me and my brother are very intellectual. We are smart as fuck. So at the end of the day, I don't think about trivial dumb shit that y'all think about. You talking about, oh, yeah, stuff we'll never know the answer to. That's the only things I want to know the answer to. Things that's hard. I don't want to know the answer to 2 + 2 is.
Yeah.
No, I want to know how long how many seconds are in a day. How many seconds are in an hour? How many seconds are in a year? How many seconds are in a month? How many seconds are in 30 years?
But
y'all don't even think about that?
62% humidity. Thank you. I guess for your comment, don't make sense, but thank you. We're talking about things that don't matter. I mean, I guess you took, and this is my thing. People actually take the time to write this. That's how I know you have nothing else going on in your life. Because if I see some shit and I don't like read it, I don't even take the time to say nothing. I feel like it's worth my time. If it's that stupid, I wouldn't even leave a comment. Because to me, it's like, why would I even leave a comment? I wouldn't even say nothing. If somebody did some shit and I didn't agree with it, I wouldn't say nothing. Because it's like, well, why am I giving attention?
One thing I can't say is, one of us, matter of fact, go to this profile real quick. One of us is on this profile creating income for our family, and the other is watching someone create income for their family while strolling and talking negatively in the comments. Let us continue to talk about this dumb shit, because somebody likes it.
Yeah.
Somebody likes it, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, people are funny, bro. People are hilarious. Because the same people who will talk shit like that and say things like that will be the main ones sitting at home in their mom's basement broke.
Yeah.
Well, I promise you, I wish I could turn the camera around. We are sitting in our own house. This is ours. This is our own. I don't understand. Y'all confuse me.
People are just haters, bro. I don't know, but it's cool. I just had to read it. I seen it on my phone. Like, who the comment? I just looked like, oh, let me look real quick.
To me,
let me look at this real quick.
Dead serious.
What? It's on
I
YouTube
feel like
too.
this. I feel honesty. No comment is a negative comment. No comment is a dumb comment. If you want to get in these comments and say something, yes, we do actually respond. Yes. You may be one of the lucky ones, like, what's that guy's name? Whatever.
62% humidity.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get responded to on air. Like, this is amazing. I love this because I love the interaction. Because again, even though we sometimes have negative comments, there are a lot of people who get enjoyment from our conversations. There are a lot of people who will be able to take away from our conversation. We have PJ on here, our broker. People will get to learn from that. Because even if we can't help somebody directly, there'll be people that'll be able to come on here and like literally learn something for their family. Learn something to save their family. Learn something to boost their family's wealth.
I'm looking for some comments. We're gonna respond to a few comments. Let me see.
All right, say no more. Why you looking for that, man? Honestly, I want y'all to think about this. In 10 years, where do you see yourself? Like, what will you be doing? Like, I want you to honestly think about that. Drop it down in the comments. Just real talk. In 10 years, I'm going to be doing this. Now I see myself, because I'm real big on speaking it into existence, and you have to speak it till it becomes a lifestyle, till it becomes a mentality, until you have no choice but to every day wake up, breathe, and do it.
Yeah.
So in 10 years, I see myself mixing and engineering music, and more than likely editing videos, traveling with my wife and my son. Because my other kids will be older. My son will probably be about 16, 17. By that point, I feel like we're going to have him smart enough where he didn't graduate from high school. If he chooses to continue to live with me and his mom. Because I don't believe in kicking kids out no more. I feel like my parents they didn't really kick us out, but they kind of gave us that pressure, like,
yeah, you gotta do something. What you
gonna do?
And I'm glad I didn't go to college. I like we got college debt. But college, and I get it. Everybody like, pay for the experience. So you $40,000 in debt for an experience? What kind of experience was that? Because shit, $40K in debt for that. What kind of experience? Just to meet people and smoke weed? I mean, I guess. I might get it. I'm not knocking nobody with the college and their experience. I don't know what people went through.
I feel
but
like
40K?
I feel like certain people
30, 40K.
If you are doing a job that will directly affect someone's health, livelihood, or mentality, their mental, yes, go to school. Like, my daughter wants to be a pediatrician. Go to school.
Oh, yeah.
Go to school.
We need more doctors.
But you telling me, oh, yeah, man, I'm going to school to fix chairs.
Oh, no. I'm going to school for, what is it called? Business management.
Business management.
What?
Like, come on, bro. Listen, I promise you, I promise you. When we were children, that worked on us. Because that information wasn't out there. Right now, everything y'all are watching being done right now, from these podcasts, Mike, to streaming to y'all live, was learned on YouTube University. I learned all of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can Google, and it'll tell you how to do it. Now they got an AI on Google. The AI will tell you, and then it'll show 3-4 videos, and then if you go to images, it'll show images, and if you go to shop, it'll show you people that will do it.
That's why you gotta
I
hurry.
remember my parents would be like, "Look up. I don't know how to spell go. Look it up in the dictionary. If I don't know how to spell it, I'm gonna look it up."
Yeah, the shit's crazy, and like the technology is moving very, very fast. Like
Might wanna
faster
catch
than
up
we
with
think. Very fast. Even I think we're still kind of behind. I'm not gonna lie to you. We still are like behind. I think
but I
because
feel like-
ChatGPT has been out how long?
Yeah, it's
Say
been about 10 years.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit already been out.
And what's so crazy?
And folks still ain't even. Folks
I
still don't know about it.
remember I was on chat. I've been on chat so long, y'all. I remember when chat literally could only answer questions for you about something that happened 3 years ago. They weren't even given the access to like the current internet.
Yeah.
I remember when the first day it went live. Like, people don't understand. Don't be one of those people, like everybody that's around our age. I know y'all remember y'all parents when the first iPhone came out. And you telling your mom, look at this phone. Dad, look at this phone. They're like, I don't want no touch screen phone. That's a fad. And you see now there's nowhere you can go where there ain't a touch screen phone. You might be lucky to find a phone with some buttons on it. Like I was telling my brother, I'm going to get that
phone.
Tesla. I'm going to get that Tesla.
Or flip phone.
I want that Tesla. That one to drive itself. People, what? You want a car to drive you? Technically right now, if you have a car anything over 2019, your car is drove by a computer anyway. Your computer in your car, you press the gas, a computer reads how far you press the gas, sends a signal to the gas to your throttle, and lets it know how much to open. Your car is still being drove by a computer. You press the brakes, it lets it know how much you press the brakes, and it sends a signal to your brake pads and squeak. Like, bro.
Yeah, everything is computerized. Everything computerized. I would say the best thing to do, man,
get ahead.
Stack your money up. Stack your money up. Go buy you some house out in the country. Grow your own food. I mean, that's the best thing I do. That's what I want to do. Go grow my own stuff. Relax. I might get up every day. I see myself getting up. I probably always have a studio, recording with my guitar, and just sit around and just enjoy life. I mean, I still be doing that. I like to travel, but it's not gonna be I got to do something. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I've been having to go. I don't have to, but I've been going to the post office for like 12 years. I don't want to like keep doing that. There's nothing that I want to keep doing. It's not a bad thing, but it keeps you complacent. Keeps you where you have these excess skills. And I think it all comes down to a risk. You got to be willing to risk and lose it all to get what you want. I'm not saying just do stupid risks and just blow all your freedom. I'm not saying that, but you have to take a risk.
But I feel like the average person has never took a real risk in their life.
Because of fear. Because of fear.
And my whole thing is like, to me, I feel like it's on the same level as me telling my son, like, any situation I go into, y'all, whether it's trucking, whether it's podcasting, whether it's selling insurance, whether it's learning how to shoot videos, I always go to my mind, what's the worst case scenario if it fucks up? Yeah. Worst case scenario.
But see,
and I'll be like, let's say we gambled real hard on this trucking shit we did. We came out on top, but we gambled real hard on it. My whole thing is like this. I thought about what's the worst case scenario. We in a little bit of debt, which we're already in debt anyway with life. That's how rich people manage their money. They leverage debt. They don't sit with a bunch of cash sitting back. They leverage in debt. That's all they doing. Then I'm like, I got to go back and get another job. That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you know, like I say, even if you have, like I was telling Jimmy, you got people, man, who actually have had nothing, way less than us, and have came out on top. And they've had less resources than we have. So if they had less than us and they actually still came out on top, it's no reason to have no fear. Not saying that your life is like anybody else's, but if it can be done on a lower level with nothing and still come out on top, we're already pretty much. We're not midway there, but we're not like. Yeah. We're not like our last meal is like right there type shit.
Do you ever like walk into situations, see shit going on, and think in your mind, if they can do it, I definitely can do it?
Yeah.
Every time. I be walking into places. I say I start out a job. It may seem hard as hell in my mind, and they send somebody over to train me. And I start having a conversation with this person. And no offense, a lot of people that I come in contact with are dumber than me. So I come in contact with them. And I'm gonna be real. I'm just being 100 with you. I know Janelle give me this look like, what the fuck? But no, for real, a lot of people I do come in contact with, I know are dumber than me. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just I know that.
They don't know as much as you.
Well, that's dumber than me. I mean, what would it be called
I
then?
don't say dumber. They don't know as much because they can know some shit you don't know too. So you might know that more than them, but they might say some shit that you don't know. So that means you're dumber than them. Depending on what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the point.
I mean, I know what I'm saying, but that'll make you dumber. Just
Okay.
everybody knows a little
All
more.
right,
Not dumber. I won't say
all right.
dumber.
Most people I come in contact with, I know for a fact I have more ambition and more drive than they do.
Okay,
I know that.
You can say that.
So my whole thing is I immediately look at this situation like, if you can do this, I know I can do this at a higher level or better.
Or whatever you're trying to do is already been done.
Yeah.
So whatever we're trying to do, podcasting, music, trucking, someone's already doing it. They already did it.
Doing it.
So it ain't like it can't be done.
That's enough in my mind. When people like, oh yeah, man, dog, y'all jumped out in that trucking shit. You do understand there's people making millions of dollars every day from trucking, right?
Hell yeah.
You know that, right?
Already.
But y'all just jumped out there and did it. Cause that let me know why wouldn't I? They doing it. What I look at people and look at them like, what separates me from you?
I think you have
what makes
to.
us different?
I think you have to reprogram your mind, and the reprogram is this: you have to be, instead of being afraid of failing, be afraid of not trying. That you need to be afraid of not doing anything. That should be the real fear of doing nothing. Instead of because some people don't want to do it because they're scared it might not work. That's the other thing. It might not work. You need to be afraid of things. What if you don't do anything? You know it's not going to work.
You know it's not going to work.
That you know. If you don't do nothing, I take no risk. You know for 100% not gonna do nothing. At least with a risk, you like, I'm taking a chance. It might work with a risk. That's how. So when they got to reprogram your mind, I tell you all the time about skydiving, and I'll use a scenario. The first thing they think, what if the parachute don't open? That's everybody's first thought. What if it don't open? But I'm like, what if it does open? You don't think about that? What if it does open? You have a good time and come down. You have a good time and you walk off. What if that happens? That's possible. That can happen too. People don't think that. Their first thought is it might not open.
I told my daughter. I
it might not open.
I told my brother. I told my daughter. I was like, people will hear that worst case scenario in their mind and they start to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Like our youngest daughter, Trinity, she's actually afraid of flying. She doesn't want to get on a plane. And I'm like, why? She's like, what if it crashes? Like I told her, you do understand there are more flights that go up and come down fine than people that crash, right? She was like, yeah, but what if it crashes? You do understand that there are more people that die in car crashes every day than get on a plane. You do understand that there are more people that die in traffic walking across the street than die on planes, right?
Yeah.
But you get on that bus with your bus driver not knowing what the fuck they going through rather than walking half a mile to the house. Yeah. You don't know what this bus driver going through, but you'll get in that seat and be like, I'm going to make it to the house. You don't know.
I think it's an idea because people automatically get in a plane, they're flying, and they think, I mean, of course, in a car, you don't have control either if you're not driving. If you don't have control. But in a plane, I think I'm so high up, I don't have no control. But even in the car, you
don't have no control. You got control over. You got control over you driving the car if you driving. But what if the person next to you, like, bro, road rage? That shit's real. You seen that lady who was going through it with her boyfriend. Her and her boyfriend got to arguing. And because her boyfriend decided to leave her, she decided to drive her car into an intersection at 120 miles an hour and just slammed into a bunch of people. Killed babies and everything.
Ooh.
At what point did the people going through that intersection on their normal day, that baby sitting in the back seat, in their mind, they like, we good. We're going to make it home. This chick over here having a bad day with her boyfriend slam her shit into y'all.
And now it's over.
And what's so crazy is I always realize the person who's having a fucked up day, who's trying to end some shit, always be the one to live.
Yeah.
Like that one chick that her and her boyfriend arguing. Watch this. Her and her boyfriend are arguing. The friend of the boyfriend don't know what's going on. They leaving this party. He's like, I want to go home. The boyfriend like, all right, let's go home. They get in the car. The boyfriend not thinking the argument with his girlfriend was that serious. The girlfriend gets in the car and slams on the gas and runs the car into a wall at 100 miles an hour. Killed the boyfriend and the friend. Nothing in this life is promised.
Just like that.
Nothing.
That's why you should get a turn policy. Get a turn policy. Turn policy. We write them out for you. Tell y'all, man, everybody, and I told you it's a program thing. You have to really program your mind because fear has been programmed from as kids. Fear has been pushed into our minds. Whether we realize it or not, fear has been pushed into your mind. That's why I don't really care. I don't really care to watch scary movies. I will. I don't care to.
I like action movies.
Because you're trying to scare me. It's like you're trying so hard to put fear, and it's like it's not even. You're trying so hard. It's like you're trying hard to trick my mind. Pretty much, you're trying hard to trick my mind, and your mind can't be tricked very easily. People don't realize that subconscious mind takes in a lot of stuff. Them scary movies, yes. Most folks that are scared of scary, that like scary movies, are really in real life scared to be alone. Like they're scared to be alone in the house, dark out. They're scared. But you watching scary movie, oh, give me an excitement, give me that rush. Yeah, but it's also.
I feel like this world. I feel like there's an agenda behind scary movies, and I feel like right now there's an agenda being pushed in social media. I feel like they're trying to desensitize us all while scare us to death. So like they'll have scary movies going out. Man, this kidnapper kidnapped these people and then tortured them. Got you scaring you in that point, and all in the same voice. So you talking about on TikTok and Instagram? You telling me right now, me vaping is against policies on Instagram. So me vaping, you might take my video down, but in the same voice, I can stroll to a fucking profile, a fucking video, and it's a dude being shot on there. Or for a minute, you remember when they were showing the cartel killing people over there and shit. Like, bruh, you'll show me this shit, but somebody, God forbid, somebody vape, or I play somebody else's music in the background. We got to turn it off. But you telling me in the same breath, you'll let somebody kill somebody on here. What? You'll show somebody getting run over by a car. You'll show somebody getting shot. I feel like they're trying to desensitize us to death all while scaring us at the same time. Just like they did with COVID. That whole, yeah, man, the fear of you may catch COVID and die if you go outside. Had people like fighting people, shooting people. You won't put a mask on.
Yeah, it was getting crazy. If you weren't wearing a mask, boy, you was part of the problem. Bro. I never put on a mask. I mean, work they tell me, I'm like, nah, mask still trying to force me. But I can't breathe with a mask. You really, can't breathe either. You're inhaling your own, whatever, your own oxygen. Yeah, you're inhaling it. Like, nah. I couldn't do it. I just felt like if it's in the air, we fucked. If it's in the air, you can't see the air. Like, you can't see what's floating around. You can't see it. It's impossible. So if it's in the air, it's damn near impossible not to catch this shit. It's damn near impossible. So in my head, I like, you know what? I mean, at first I remember because Elena was like, you come home, got to take off all your clothes in the garage. I was like, all right, you got to do all this because she knows all into it. Then she went and got the shot. No, I ain't getting the shot. Not getting the shot. She got the shot. She ended up catching it. After getting a shot. I thought I was the only one in the house that didn't have that shit. And I ain't never had COVID, never no symptoms, no nothing of that shit. One thing I can't say, because I had COVID. I had COVID for like 3-4 days. And also had the flu recently. I never had the flu in my life. When I literally say, boy, that's the most painful experience in the fucking world. Yo, yeah.
That
body aching.
Body aching. You're like, imagine you having a backache, all while having a headache, all while your joints are aching, all while you can't breathe, all while you're hot. And then you get from under the cover and you feel your body, you're cold while you're sweating. All while you can't stop coughing. Coughing hurts. Like, that is the worst experience in the world. I feel like they use that fear to lock inside of us. They use that shit. And it's like the fear of, what if you go broke? I'm sorry. Dead serious. The average American is middle class and under.
Poor. I say
poor. Technically, one bad accident, one bad situation, one tire blew, one engine lockup, you are broke. Why wouldn't you gamble to make sure to see if you gonna make it? Why wouldn't you test that? You're not even betting on somebody else. You're betting on yourself.
Because like I was telling my homegirl, we had this conversation, and she was like, "I like, man, why you don't buy a house? You could do this, that. Yeah, but something might go wrong with the house if I gotta fix it up and this and that." You know what I told her? Something happened to her, not bad, but her car like stopped working. I said, "Look, see, you did nothing. You came home from work every day, drove, and your car still broke down. You had to spend $1,000s for your car. Instead of trying to find a way to make more money, because these problems are going to happen whether you do nothing or not.
Whether you try to.
The shit's gonna happen whether you just keep work or not. That's all you do. Go to work every day. Driving your car every day. $3,000 for a car. I'm like, I mean, if you were trying to make other money, you could have had. I mean, I ain't say she didn't have it, but you trying to get other money, that wouldn't have been such a big problem. But the fact you like, I ain't trying to do nothing because something might happen. Something happened anyway.
Something's gonna happen.
It happened anyway. Without you trying. I told her your car stopped working. You didn't try to do anything else. And guess what? Something's gonna happen. Still stopped working. So you're not gonna risk nothing, but then you're also gonna just, keep going about like something's gonna happen. So that's my whole thing about looking at it. But I also would say calculated risk. I would say calculate the risk. I wouldn't say just take risk just for the hell of a risk. Because some people take risk just because they like risk. I like risk and reward. It's like a risk reward. It got to be like a reward. It can't just be risk and just
risk it just
for the hell of it.
A couple $100. No.
Yeah, no. Risk reward. That's how I see it.
Boom. Okay. I'm gonna give you something, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all something real quick because I know y'all can clip this and make it like a
how much time is it, Janelle?
Listen, we had like about 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What I want y'all to do is. It's a method we use to see how much life insurance you have. This is going to be like one of them clippable images. It's called the dimer. So you got to think about your debt, your income, your mortgage, and your education. Also, if you are really thinking about retiring, just like I'm gonna retire and I'm just gonna spend money for the rest of my life, your retirement. So your debt is all the debt you have. What's left on your car, credit card bills, all of that. Your income, you need to do your income times 10 years. Whatever that number is, add it to your debt. Then your mortgage. If you own a house, whatever's left on your house to be paid for, that needs to be added to that number. Also, the E, education. You want to leave your kids something. So for each child that you have, you want to at least leave them anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000. If you can't do $100,000, I understand $50,000. You add those three numbers up together, that'll give you your dime. That's about how much life insurance you need. Oh, I forgot. Your mortgage. If you don't own your home, it is whatever your rent is times 10 years. Because if something happened, you want to at least be able to leave your family straight. It says that average person mourns for about 8 to 9 years. 10 years will be enough time for them to get themselves back together and be able to replace the income that you were bringing into the home and be still good. So I want y'all to honestly sit around and think about this for me. What do you need to retire? What do you need to retire? That's hard. That's a hard one.
How much money will you need every month?
Yeah, every month
to retire.
Because I did mine. I said I wanted at least $100,000 to $150,000 a year. So we did it at 100. What you do is you multiply 100 times 0.04. That's how much. I think I can't remember who actually came up with that number, but that method. But basically, that's how much your money will be worth in. Let's say what's the name to maintain the actual current money amount. So I can't remember the economy. Let's say $100,000. Our parents. You know how your parents would say, man, we used to go to the penny store to get penny candies and dime candies. A dime was worth a lot more back then. A dollar was worth a lot more.
I mean, the same way, inflation.
Yeah, so inflation, boom, the inflation rate. That's what it is, boom. So $100,000, you multiply that times 4%. That'll tell you how much. That'll tell you at a growing rate how much money your $100,000 needs to be. So $100,000, and by the time I turn 65, will realistically need to be about $300,000 and something thousand. So like, when you really start thinking about these numbers, that's when you'll start realizing how illy prepared you are.
Yeah. Because it get real quick.
Right now, people are like, oh, I go to work every day. Oh, if I die, man, they'll get my insurance. They'll get my kid my retirement. Real nigga shit. Like, how much retirement do you really have?
Do you really know the exact number?
You know the number. And I promise you, the average person, we looked it up, is about $50,000 in their fucking retirement. $50,000 to be burnt in a year.
That means you have to go retire, or you can't retire, or get another job. We're going to work till the day you die.
Work till the day you die.
Till the day you die, you're going to be going to work, and the day you die, you were supposed to be at work that day.
That's fucked up.
And you 70, 72, 73, you're supposed to be at work, and you died that day.
Nah, I ain't trying to live like that.
I'm just saying, man, and the crazy thing is, it's never too late, man. I tell people, it's never too late, bro. Once you hear the information, you understand it, it's never too late to make a difference. It's never too late. I can't know. It's never too late. It's never. You know what I mean? And much disclosures, and some people, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's unfortunate. It is. Some people who have certain medical conditions, yeah, you can't get insurance. I mean, that's a scary, because some people you can't even get it.
I constantly try to tell people, right now,
get it while you're young.
I'm healthy. Cool, go get life insurance
right now.
Go get it right now. Because people don't understand it. They don't care that your baby's 4 months old and got diagnosed with autism at 4 months old. And now they're like, well, your baby's stuck for the rest of his life. Yeah. You stuck like that. You can never put life insurance on them. Or God forbid, you become one of those people that just like to get into a bunch of bullshit through your life, and now all of a sudden you go to get life insurance and realize that life insurance companies do not insure people who have no driver's license.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Come on, bro. Y'all got to understand. Make these, while you're good now, go ahead and start paying on it, because watch this. Let's say I'm paying into my life insurance policy $500,000, $63 a month, and I die in 4 months. And I only put in $63 would say
time
that's like $300 some dollars.
Yeah,
and they just get $300 some dollars in, and now my family just gets a $500,000 death benefit to make sure they are at least stable enough until they can get back on them feet.
It's called wealth transfer, man. Passing down wealth transfer. That's what it's called. And like hopefully, like I say, the IULs we got for our kids, they'll have some for their kids. By the time the grandkids, they'll fund us. So by the time the third generation come, man, I mean, we're gonna be the rich generation, start rich, but I think at least our kids will be able to hold it steady and not lose. We're gonna teach them the same thing that we learned about opening their kids up at IUL, overfund that, max fund that, have these businesses. Yes, I tell everybody, man, it makes sense to educate, and when you know, it's no excuse now. It's a difference between know, but once you know, once you know, make something different. And if you don't believe us, do your own research.
What was the book of the month we was working on?
Do your book? I don't know.
The Everything Store. The Everything Store and Outwitting the Devil. Yeah. Read those books. If you can't get them, I promise you, Outwitting the Devil, and I think the Everything Store might be on YouTube and they'll read it to you. Listen, people don't understand. We have to deprogram ourselves. We have to. We have to, because right now we're in a mindset where we'll be like, oh, I'll be good. I'll retire. Our parents fed that hoe. Go to college. You'll be a millionaire. Go to college. You'll be a millionaire. You can be anything you want.
College, go work for somebody else. That's really what it is. But like I say, with us building our whole team and agency, we got to get this down pat. We're going to build our own agency, have our own office.
And when
definitely going to do that shit, man.
If you want to work with us, if you want to work with us, listen, it don't matter. If you want to work with us, let us know. Comment. Send us a DM on social media. Send us a DM on TikTok. Send us a DM on YouTube. Our email is in the profile. Send us a DM. Email us. I promise you, we're going to reach back out to you with the quickness. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we understand that the average person don't know that if you die, you are putting your family in more debt. Do you not understand? If I got $300,000 worth of debt, if I die, that shit gets passed on to my wife and children now. Yeah. That shit don't go away. Just it ain't, I die, they'll just leave it alone. No. They gonna call your wife and be like, hey, so we saw Leonardo die. You say, yeah, it's just so bad. Listen, we're just letting you know that the debt that he left behind, that $500,000, that $300,000, we're gonna need it out of you now. Yeah. You're not responsible for that. God forbid you got kids.
But what's crazy,
your kids coming to the.
But what's crazy is people would rather enjoy their life and not think about their kids and not have them anything. They'd rather go out and party, smoke, drink, all that money up until they're putting a little bit away for their kids. It's a selfish thing to do, bro. It's so selfish to do that kind of thing, not put away a little money. Like I tell people, $25 to $30 a month, right?
$25, $30 a month.
The 50, I mean,
will get you, especially depending on your age. Let's say you get your children, your child's 16. Never been no trouble, got perfect health. We're just going to put this in a perfect scenario. You can get your kid almost $500,000 worth of life insurance for like $25, $30, $40. You just gave that kid. And then what's so crazy is right now you will be the policy holder. We'll just say you get him a whole life and you pay him like, it's like $200,000 and you building up cash value. Until he gets 18, you'll be the policy holder. If you need to borrow against that life insurance policy, you can.
Yeah, that's why I got 3 from my kids.
They turn 18, no, 16. When they turn 16, you could technically turn that life insurance policy over to them, and you could teach them. That could be their first savings account. Where they saving money, and they know for a fact, if something happens to me, I'll be able to pass money on to somebody else. I'll be able to build wealth into my family. Because especially the way these YNs out here living, y'all is crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all is throw. Now I watched a video yesterday. These YNs, bro, walked in this store, told each other, I'm going to play a prank on that dude and snatch his gun off him. He went to go snatch the gun. The other YN whose gun they trying to snatch off him, he started tussling. The guys fall on the ground. The guy get the gun off his hip. Boom, shoot him. His homeboy, who went into this whole situation with him, didn't do anything, tries to run off. Nope, you ain't going nowhere. Boom, shoots him in the back. They're trying to both crawl away. The guy who gun they're trying to steal stands up, pulls a shiesty up over his face, shoots the guy in the face who tried to steal the gun. Then the guy who literally just went in there with his friend, shot him in the head and walked out of the store. Everybody was like, man, but he went to jail. No, you just lost 3 young men out there doing dumb shit and praying jokes.
I told motherfucker, if that person go to jail, but you dead though. It don't matter. They can go to jail.
You dead.
You're dead. You're not coming back. He might be in jail. He might be chilling. the rest of his life, it's possible he might have a pretty good, like I said, pretty good life.
He may have a chance to come home.
He might be all right. You're dead. Is it worth it? You're dead though. I mean, you ain't coming back.
But again, we're not gonna go on nothing like that. We ain't gonna go that deep. But I just want y'all to honestly sit down and think about your dime, your debt, income, mortgage, education. Write those numbers down. Just what you have right now. At bare minimum, that's about how much life insurance coverage you should have.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't understand. If you make a good amount of money, that number will be somewhere in the millions. I promise you. I think mine, when I broke it down, it was like 2 million, some shit like that. You have to understand. I'm not saying that you're going to go out here and get one life insurance policy for like $3 million. Not happening. But you can have multiple different life insurance. You can have almost 5, 6, 7 life insurance policies. Like Lenny got an IUL that is worth $500,000. He got one over here worth $160,000. He paying into it, and this one paying this one. This one's building cash value. He in about 10 years, this will be worth $90,000. He can pull $90,000. Bruh, we need to learn how to leverage money. Make money work for us and not work for money.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people complain about their jobs all the time. My dad told me this. However much money you're getting paid, that's how much you told that job. 40, 80, 160 hours of your life is worth every month. That's what you told that job. And I promise you, if you come over here, I will show you how to make double what you make in there. Easily.
Yeah, so y'all hit us up, man. Cloud Talk Chronicles. About to go ahead and go. We're going to have a broker over here, PJ, next time. He'll show you, break down the numbers. We could break down some numbers, too, for y'all. But, man, listen, man, be safe. You know information. It's no excuse now. Once you know, it's no excuse. We're just going to keep being ignorant. I mean, some people want to keep being ignorant. But don't be the one sitting around, GoFundMe, help me, we need help, can't pay bills. Don't be that person. Don't be that person when you got the education. Don't be the old grandma in the family, old uncle in the family that's like, nephew need help from them. You don't be that.
Nephew need help.
Because guess what? These YNs ain't going to be able to help you because they don't know shit either. The chance are they ain't gonna be able to help you either. So you might want to goddamn go ahead and get the knowledge now. Till next time, man. We'll talk to y'all.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, what was that dude's name again? God, crazy ass name. 52 degrees or some shit like that.
62% humidity.
66%.
62% humidity. He on YouTube.
Listen. Comment on this video too, bro. We love your comments, bro.
Yeah, nigga.
It was amazing. We love exposing stupidity to the world.
Yep, let's make it happen.